guess so.
Woo! I'm live. I a lot of work here.
I'll do the floor. Not you. I'll do it.
Okay, fine. My son just said he's going to do my floor. So right now, let me put you towards here. Whoops. My Mystic Pickle fell. I've been dealing with my floor because the situation that was put for that. So all right, so let's get started here. I am open this up. There we go. Comes in a 2-pack. I knew someone who used to make their own. And it's whoa, I could have left the pack. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go.
Actually, I used to watch this one YouTuber that made those like for a living. And I guess he makes his own detergent.
Really?
He has one that greens he uses. He says so it doesn't have a smell. He always mixes some kind of like I forgot what the chemical's name was, but it's pretty much some kind of lemon scent.
Lemon scent, huh?
Kind of lemon oil. I forgot the name. It had a weird complicating name.
Wow. Oh, hi, John. Oh, how are you? Yeah, I wanted to thank all my moderators and to let you guys know, I'm doing good and everything. It's Friday. Woo, 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 woo. I got off work early because I'm going to be in the parade. I am going to be an astronaut, and do not ask me how I got the outfit. I would go on here, and I would not with alcohol, just with weed. Yeah, love you back. Oh yeah, yeah. So let's. I got a big frame. I bought it a while ago before my my roommates decided to run my electricity every week $1,000. So it was costing me mucho grande. So I keep my stuff in a bag so I can move it around, and I got my colors. I also use because of I use makeup because it has talc in it, and it's been noted to. Hi, Carrie. Hi. You can make your own color pigment from your makeup. This is Wet and Wild. Anything with talc has been known to cause a lot of cancers, so I stay away from that. All right, so let me see. I got my weed punch thing. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so we got my colors here, and I am going to. Do I have green? Oh, I actually got green. So I got gold. Oh gosh. Oh, my brush cleaner. Where's my brushes? Holy cow, I have no brushes. Well, okay, let's see. Let's think out of the box here. I have no brushes. I'm looking all over and I'm like wondering where I put my brushes. See, I put them. Well, you know what? I'm just going to have to. Guess what? I'm going to just do the drawing part. A lot of times I fill in my stuff. I have my pen, and I am going to do. I guess it would be. I need something that resemble a like you're looking out the window because there's no windows, but I'm going to try to make a nice scene. So I'm thinking of sunny and nice. Let me see. Well, I always like to put that. I want to have a nice scene, and I'm trying to feel how it's going to be when I look at it, and I go, okay, we're going to put. Let's do. I'd like to do my horizontal thing. It doesn't have to be perfect and straight. our life isn't perfect and straight here. And then I wanted to put, well, you know, we see a lot of cactus, see all that. So let's put, you know, a nice lake. You know, what I like about pencils over anything else is you can erase it. I don't have an eraser on here, but you can make changes. What about a lake? We need to get a tree and have the lake go further on. Get a tree. Should I do it? How should I do a tree? I'm trying to think of a weeping willow. And a lot of times I would, like, my grandmother, my whole family were doodlers. So a lot of times I have to refrain myself from doing that. Oh, God, that doesn't look right. I want to have like the brook by the trees. Well, I can have more than one tree. There we go. Let's have more than one tree. We have this as a weeping willow, which its trunks, they kind of go up high. I used to drive by this weeping willow in Michigan when I'd go to the gym, and it was just beautiful. And you know what? It still is there. I checked it out with my dad. We used to go to walk in the woods. It was beautiful. And they would be look like a blanket over how it's stretched out. Now it looks like a little kid's drawing is what it looks like. And I'm so pissed off. I cleaned up and I didn't look in the back. I'm thinking, oh, I got it all. No, I had to look through more shit. Now it looks like I'm a 2-year-old drawing because I wanted to do like dots, how to do that. And that's why I'm drawing. Hi, Carrie. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to do was I'm drawing it out, but then I'm going to use the dot perfection of what, dot is, so that's what I'm going to have. And time, and you don't have to have the right colors because I don't. I got Picasso's color plate. Let's look at what we got here. We got green. So what I really need is something that I can dot it with. I wonder if I can use, you know what I think I got. I got an old mechanical pencil. That's an expensive one. Okay. Let me see if I can do the dot art. Because brown isn't just brown, it has other colors in it. But I have a smaller, here I got these. Which colors? Oh, that's nice. Let's see if I can get that. Ooh, that's blue. Okay. Parisian blue. Let's see how this works. Oh, fuck. That's perfect. Look at that. It's a perfect, well, to me. And you don't have to put, I'm going to put different blues in the thing to make that. I can hear my cat in the other room right next door. Could you imagine me doing this with a cat? Oh, God, I could just see. That's the reason why I quit doing art in my other room. It also does make a mess. My son said he'll do my rug because, let's just be honest. See, and that's what it takes time. It's a dot-ism. It isn't like I like doing weird art. I'm not the typical person that wants to do what the mainstream people are doing at the moment or what other people. I do something that is, wow, that looks fun, let's try that. Because I missed out on so much in discovering myself. It's not my fault. I didn't get married young. I fell in love with the person I was married with. They just wanted to play patty cake with every GD person in the neighborhood. It is what it is. It's not my, deal. So all I've been doing is pouring into myself. It took a long time for me to come into this room because I had um, I had dog feces in here and it was all over. In fact, I'm still finding it here, there, and I'm like, crap, literally. So I'm going to see if I can find a different blue. This is a green, and of course we know, lakes and rivers are not totally in. Oh, this is brand new. We got a little covering. It's more or less there. So yeah. So that's Dot-ism, and tomorrow I'm going to be in a parade. I'm trying to open this thing. Geez. There we go. Hey. Put a little green. Get that. So, yeah, I should have bought those. I'm talking to myself, but it's still, I'd be like, well, using something comparable to this anyway. We do this and it's a time factor. So I'm trying to figure out if I can like just. It's just giving you an idea, where I want my leg or my, thing to go and see how the dot-ism works. If it doesn't, then what's great about this? Paint it white, black, make a whole new thing. That's what I love about art. You can do what you want. Some of my favorite artists are modernism artists, Pollock. You also have, yeah, he's the one who's like really, he was serious alcoholic though. But gosh, he did a lot of opening for modern art. My, how can I say this? My baby's daddy, no, he didn't like modern art. I loved it. I used to go with my dad to art openings. It was great. So, in the time, I am so glad. I think these need to be closer though. That I could not believe that I was so lucky to have my dad who used to teach me, you know, he said, if you love what you are doing and you make money out of that, you are no longer working a crappy job. You're working a job you like. So if you like art or love it and you're doing art and you're making good money, which is a hard thing to do, not everybody can be the artist that out because it's like you can be a great writer and then you'll have a time where you just things are going so crappy in your life you couldn't be visualizing yourself doing any better. So tomorrow by this time or after the weekend, I want to clean this up. I got my wigs to put up for my characters and my other stuff going on. So today it took me a while to get moving. I have to listen to music. I have to get myself motivated because, oh, hey, guess what? I was underneath my other thing. I thought it was put in a bunch of crud. Oh, well. Or is that? Oh, is that mine? Yeah, it is. All right. But no, yeah, still no stuff. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. I thought I found my brushes, but hey, this is fine. And it's going to take a while. Motherfuck. I didn't think it would take. I always thought, oh, you just do it and look at. Because it doesn't look the same when you just do it with, you know, um, when it's Dadaism. I did it a long time ago. That's why I came up with that. My dad and I were talking about that. And he said, you know, what happened was a while back ago, the person who I knew would always tell me I was a bad artist. I wasn't good. So my whole point, because I know for a fact that he's tried twice to get into the dirty show with his art. Do you know what I want to do? I'm into the dirty show with my art, and it's going to win. That will be my personal goal. I won't tell him. I'll just know it inside and go, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do too. That's what my own personal goal is. What color is this? I think you gotta figure out the color. Oh, it's red. Stick with blues, greens. So yeah, I wanted to get this going so I can get stuff done. Ooh, what color is that? Black. Noir. He is an artist, but a whole different one. I was told for years that I wasn't an artist and I wasn't good at what I did, but yet, you know, my dad said to me when I was a kid, keep it up. So I am starting again, and yellow, and still dealing with it. And I'm good with that. I really am. I'm good with relearning myself and rediscovering. That's all I'm doing. I'm liking it. You know, this is the happiest I've been in a long time. It really is the happiest I've been in a long time. I have, you know. What alien diamond? I got nothing alien. The only thing alien, I'm going to be an astronaut. Yeah. They're going to have me as an astronaut. I can't find the color. I wanted, let me just get green. Yeah, because, all right, yeah. I got two different greens. And then what you can always do, you know, I got black here, and you can take black and a, let's say, like you want a different shade of green, if you know your color towards black and green, it makes it darker and stuff, and you can get a different shade instead of paying the price. See, Steffi's broke. I mean, Omega is broke, so she's getting a little smart. So I put, if you notice, I got, this is easy to do. I got this. So if you're an artist or someone you know, this is, and then mixing the green and the black. Get like a different, like a taupey green. All All right, so let me show you. It's a nice color grain, actually. And then I take the other side of this, and I got different color green. And that's how you do it. A lot of times buying the basic colors and just knowing your color chart, you can do a lot more with what you have. You don't have to spend tons of money buying a certain color if you know what colors go with what and stuff. So yeah. So that's what I usually do. I buy black, the basic colors that we have, and you can learn with anything to make the colors you want. So that's what I usually do. And I tell people that's what I would suggest them to do. So anyway, everything's been going great. I've been working time, and it's keeping us busy working whatnot because it's getting a slow time. And when it's a slow time, you know, it's just is what it is. You know, it gets slow at my work, and I really do enjoy it. I I've just been enjoying, you know, the company I'm in. You know, I sit out on the swing, you know, enjoy my breaks, and you know, we're getting ready to go for a trip to Arizona, and I'm excited about that. Woo-hoo. I'm one of the drivers, so yeah. So yeah, I'm doing Dot-ism, if you're wondering, and this is I'm in. It looks better in my head. I'm getting the globby ones and going through that. Yeah, but that's all right. I got an idea what I'll do with the brush strokes. I'm going to just pick up. God bless. If you want to send me brushes, go ahead. But usually what I do is almost like a meditational thing. I will just sit there for the longest time and, you know, work out, you know, like this. This is like almost like, ooh, you know. So this can be like we got the blues and greens. And that's pretty much the Dot-ism there. Because you see, Steffi thought she had her, I mean, Omega thought she had her all her art supplies, but so I gotta look a lot harder, move stuff around, because you see when my ex got mad at me, what happened was he got mad at me and put the two dogs in my room, and I had to be it was poopy, and I had to clean that up, and I'm finding it all over. So it's we could call this the shit show. It's like, okay, so it's been taking a lot more time because I've been dealing with the floor more than anything else. I could do a lot with yellow too. And there's Devin. So I'll be doing a lot of this on my free time, it looks like, and then we can, you know, slowly get it together because I don't have my paints, where if I had my paints, it would be easier to do it that way. So I'm trying to think off the cuff, so to speak, and you can see that it's coming together. So how have you been, John? Oh, the Alien Diamond Art Kit. Yeah, I have that. I haven't gotten around to doing that because I have been dealing with going through a lot of stuff because I want to reclaim my house And that means that I am going to have to slowly try to get somebody who doesn't want to listen to me and ask them to um, possibly get a. What I'm hoping is that they will have it where he can get only one room crapped up, and that could be the living room. I can have the entry room and the kitchen and dining room, and here he can have the rest of the house. As far as I'm concerned, I just want things. I want to have a decent Christmas. I want to have friends over, and it just looks like crap warmed over. I want to have a nice get together with my friends and stuff. So yeah, that's the reason why. So that's what I my idea, but it would be with the paints, so you could see it kind of come on together. And what I like about it, if you look far away, it looks like something, and then you go up close. It is so cool. Detroit Institute of Art, and I loved it. I'd go there all the time. I knew the exhibits. I never realized how lucky I was as a kid that my dad would take time instead of going, okay, I'm just going to work. He would take an extra, time to drop me off there and go to his work. He could have taken me and did what most of the parents did, leave the kids in the car. And he goes, oh, hell no, I'm not having a dumbass. I'm already, I'm weird enough. So I'm going to make the two colors again. So it means I got to use this in black. So we'll put that blue and get the black. And we also can put some yellow because if you ever win a lane, so we'll put a little bit of yellow. I'm trying to figure it should be gold or yellow, or maybe a little bit of both. And let me see if I can find the black again. I always seem to find the wrong colors one. Well, I found blue now, motherfucker. Woo-wee. I got the blue. I always get so messy. I'm like a kid. So yeah. Different green. And then I don't like coloring too much. Let me get that. Here, there's black. Pop that in there. Yeah. Yeah, I got to make time for that because I'm still getting used to the daytime, and I had a lot of stuff go on. So I've just been trying to get my life together in the house so I can actually have you come over and see my house inside. Because good Lord, it's an embarrassing. It really is. It's embarrassing to think that, I live this, I'm an adult. I'm living, I would be scared to put my full pictures up. It's nothing I ever thought I'd be living in a situation like this as a kid or a teenager. Yeah, I want to live in a house that looks like hell broke loose and had a party and just left. And that's what it looks like. It just looks like it unkept and bunches of shit. So I get my food mailed to me, and I got to start just taking it, putting it in the back of my Jeep and putting it over at the recycling place and out front and saying free, because the freezer packs are really great. Even if it's 90 degrees or whatever, it's not super hot. You're going to still need to keep your stuff cool. Oh God, you know. So that's what I'm thinking of, that, I could give all those away free because I got tons of those freezer pack things. I'm like, Jesus. You know, it'd be neat to make art. They used to have it like where you fill balloons with you fill up balloons with you know, arts with paint, and then you pop them. God dang, I can't believe it. I am so broke. Please send me some brushes. When I was a kid, they used to have this really funny art um, for selling paintings. My grandma used to, it, what was it? Going out of business, going out of business. Yes, that's right. You know, starving artist, starving artist. Come and get a starving artist painting. Oh, I got one of my aunt's paintings. My daughter loved it so much that she took it upon herself, and it was the weirdest. I told her, "Hey, you want it? Oh, you can have that travesty." It was, we called it the Picasso painting because it was blue trees. It was like really creepy, weird, you know. And my daughter loved it. And she's not into those happy, you know, things like that. She's into like the creepy stuff. And I'm going, why? You know, it almost made me think, wow, it was weird, you know. So I've been going through some. I was told by my doctor that I'm pre-diabetic, so I've had to drink a lot of water. Laid off of any kind of drinking anything alcoholic for the fact, you know, I just want to be healthy. You know, I was told my liver's in great shape, and you know, wow, it's coming together. I could see it on here. You can kind of see, okay, you can see where it ends. Well, should I make it like okay? I'm sitting on a ball chair. It's like wing, 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 wing. Yay. So I've been meditating and praying for people, just pouring into myself and going through my shit and going, oh, fuck. I sit there going, oh, I need some good music. Because there's just days that, you know, I'm exhausted just thinking about doing that, if that makes sense. Where you're going, this is just crazy. I had more fun doing the art. Oh, I lost my people. Well, let's see. I've been here for 33 minutes doing this, but I know, how about this? We'll just line it. Let's see. Do I got a brown? Yeah, just. Dude, that is big dragon in there. We got medieval art. Needed little dots. I'm doing like little blobs. Little dots and little blobs. You're gonna have to get the brown. We have different shades of brown. So I think my favorite thing is just making things look somewhat different. I've never tried this before, so guys, you know, if it looks like crap, don't sit there, you know. I don't have paintbrushes. Jesus Christ. I should let this go further. Like it's going through the place. Trying to get that. So I trying something different, thinking off the cuff, and my dad one time he was joking. We were somewhere we were in Toronto, and they have this art institute, and this got in an argument with the lady. I'm like, oh God. Then he got in an argument with the guy with the laser, saying the guy goes, no, it can't be used as a weapon. My dad goes, no, it can. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, yes. And my dad explained how it can be put as a laser, what you can do. And I'm like, Dad, quit talking. People are starting to really listen, okay? Yep. My childhood. And the guy goes, no, it can't. Yeah, I can. Because he had this, the laser was as big as around of this room. It was really big. It was back in the 80s. And we were over at the Science Institute of Canadian Institute of Science. I don't know, remember what it was actually called, but we were in their science center in Toronto, and it's really amazing. And my dad got in an argument. They had a thing on lasers, and my dad was telling the guy, no, no, you can actually, yep, you can use that as a weapon. No, you can use that as a weapon. He said, oh, no, no, this is how you make it smaller. So he goes and draws this whole thing, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty good, Dad. And that's how you do it. And I'm like, the guy looked, he goes, what part of the government you work for? He goes, I don't work for government. He didn't anymore. He said he made more money as a lawyer than working for the government. So he said it wasn't worth it. He said a lot of his friends have died of had cancer that worked with him in the government. So I was like, damn, whatever they had. Well, it's coming through. Oh wow. That's really neat. It gives me kind of like that satisfaction. I know it's taking for freaking ever. Oh, they got some purples. Where's the yellow? Dot-ism is something, I don't know the thing, but I seen the actual, not actual, it was over CIA. And I'm getting that little glint of there it is, okay, that you see when you go by a river. Trying to give it a little here glint on top. You gotta go over here. This could be nice to be like, I just figure this is one I'm going to put up in the bathroom. Cover up that big ass hole that somebody put in, and it wasn't me. Yeah. So yeah, I was told for years and years I'm not an artist. I was told for years and years I'm stupid. God, I can't figure that one out. Got a higher IQ than him, but I'm stupid. Common sense sometimes eludes me, but no, I'm not stupid. I'm far from stupid. Oh yeah, way far. It's just like the coworker who was talking to somebody on the phone, telling them that they're impersonating somebody. And boy, did I have a lot of fun. I needed that day off from that person. I would go, yeah, you know what, Keanu Reeves? I'm having a whole 2 days off. Yeah, Friday and Monday. Is that awesome? I do all kinds of different days, one day at a time, all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, my dad used to say, if you ever if you don't want your coworkers to know anything what's going on, then I'm trying to, oh, that looks so it does look like it's glinting. Okay. Try and get that. So if you don't want your coworkers to know what's going on in your life, don't do it at work. So if that coworker wanted me to be, well, I kind of knew anyway, but it's just made it. You're going, okay, all right, I get it. Well, I need to take a shower anyway. So this is what I can do. I used to have this in my room because a certain person told me that they were going to put it in the fire and get rid of it. And I said no. Or he wanted to give it to his girlfriend's daughter. I said, it's my art. This is, excuse me, I tried to tell him, it's mine, it's mine. It was my daughter's, but because I was told I was too stupid to do art anymore. And I said, like I said, my goal is to get good again, to do my art like the way I used to. Yeah, it's been a long road. It's like discovering yourself for the first time and going, yeah, I'm not that bad of a person, I just need a, little love, a little something, I just got to that point where there you go. And just every white gets covered up with a different color. And I'm thinking it would be good, you let them dry a little bit and stuff. So it's not something that gets done, readily. This is going to be a little more of a project, but I do got 2 of them, so I can work on the second one. This is going to be a whole heart weekend because I'm going to be honest with you. I have been very lucky to have my father. I was very close to him, and most girls would date someone close to them. But I was gaslighted by my ex, and I thought, oh, yeah, he kept telling me what a wonderful heart. If someone has to tell you they're a hard worker, they're not a hard worker. I'm going to tell you that already. So, let me see what colors I don't go oils. I need like any kind of oil so I can put it on there. I usually use like a oil to mix these up. So I can pick that up. All right, let me see what I can find. So yeah. I've been trying to do some different things for my channel besides sitting here and smoking weed and doing nothing, because smoking weed is great. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's more to life than smoking weed. I've always been around as a child with I like how it looks. It's looking good because I want to see it from far away, from like your guys' perspective. So I'm rediscovering myself, and I know I'm probably driving people absolutely crazy. I'm going to finish this color up, and we're going to do a little bit of weed smoking. And I'm trying to use up some of my colors. because I'll have to clean this out, my palette. So, yep. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to wash this out. I'm gonna put this in the bathroom. It'll remind me or I'll forget. It's a favorite bit. So anyway, whew, I had to clean that out. There we go. All right, put this. I got my. So let's do a little bit of Christmas is coming around, and I do have green. So let's get this. Oh yeah, I don't have my paints, but we'll be doing some of these. These we'll be doing Christmas ornaments, and also you can make earrings out of these. So I'm going to look for some small ones in my yard. I got a lot of trees that give me free these. So we'll be doing some art that will be around Christmas and Halloween. Halloween's my favorite, so let's hope that I find a lot of nice small ones. Okay. Trying to figure out what's all in here. God dang, what happened to that? Oh well, anyway. I got my weed. So, Maynard's wife gave me this. I got weed, darling. Yeah, I was told that, I'm pre-diabetic and I have been not thirsty, just using the restroom a lot. So I looked it up and it states that a lot of times if you're pre-diabetic, that's what they told me I was, that I got to really watch it, So I have been eating, yeah. Nice bag. Look at my bag. This is my fun bag. Woo! Oh, I need to grind some more. I do have some, but you can really see it in there. So let's grind some more. So I bought another laser for my cat. So yeah, I was told I'm pre-diabetic and I gotta really watch it. And I've been pre-diabetic for about 10 years, which is kind of weird, but really I have. That's what they told me. And again, I'm this time I'm having a hard time. It's more or less I'm using the restroom all the flipping time. I really am. Using the restroom almost every. So I found out that you have to drink a lot of water because what happens is this sugar is being dumped into my, into my urine. So I'm eating too much sugar, which, yeah, I do eat sugar because of the fact that I get low sugar, but dang. I mean, I'm like caught between, okay, I'm afraid to eat too much sugar, but how much is too much, Oh, they tell you the same thing. I think it's you know what I think it is, and I really do. I think that majority of us are pre-diabetic in their head, but I was told the same thing by a doctor. That's just their way of saying that because they really don't know what's going on with me. I've been dealing with. I'll message you and tell you what I've been dealing with. And let's just put it this way: if my physician is wrong and my life is put, yeah, I got the opposite. I have not low, but average blood pressure. I've been taking magnesium at night before I go to bed. It really works great. And it's the best sleeper ever. It really is. So I also want to thank John is an amazing person, and I really miss when he comes on here, and also Lee. But Lee, he's hit and miss, and so is John. They all have, they're hardworking guys. Most women, but when they're little girls, they want to marry a guy comparably what they grow up with their father. My dad was a hardworking motherfucker. He would go to work sick, dead, He went to work with his mouth swollen. He didn't have a physical job. He worked at Chrysler. He crunched numbers. He was management. So my dad would have that job. And he would go to work sick. He'd go to work doing all kinds of, just not in a happy, mood. And he worked, he was a hardworking MF. He was a really hardworking person. If I would have married a man comparable to what my dad was, I would have not be living in a house like this. I'd be living in a very nice house. My dad, huge. It just was big. But we didn't always have that. After my dad's divorce, it took my dad 10 years to get finally where we didn't drive junk cars, where we didn't have to worry about paying the bills because he also was paying off his student loans too. Yeah, it was a whole lot of stuff. So here we go. I am smoking Zaza. Thank you, Delia. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the Zaza. It's real good, and I appreciate you very much. Yeah, she's my girl. Woohoo! There we go. What? That's what I found. We're going to ask it some questions. Woo-wee. The man, if you're in a relationship where someone tells you you're not a good artist, someone tells you you're stupid, if they're telling other people, things that aren't true about you, and they're gaslighting other people about you, so you be singled out and feel that way. I mean, look, I just started this, and look, this is already coming together. I could do regular paint strokes on the other stuff. I could do all kinds of things, and that's what I love about it. There is no wrong way to do art. That's what my grandma taught me. I was taught if you love something, do it for fun. Making this room smell a whole lot better. One puff at a time. Yeah, it's it's getting kind of hot in here. I'm starting to really sweat, and it's like it was getting a little bit to 6 o'clock or so, and he asked me, he goes, "Oh, you want the air on?" I'm like, Yep. It's going to be a lot of work, and I got to figure out. I'm going to ask how the fuck they could put that in their storage unit. That's what I'm going to ask them. I don't give a fuck. I've been taking magnesium. Why are they saying the same things? If all us people out there that's after a certain age are having where we have um I don't have high blood pressure, but they said I had low magnesium, so I started taking all the things I'm low on. They said my blood pressure slightly elevated. You know, my son told me that if you have a slightly elevated blood pressure, that you're actually healthy. You know, okay.
The answer is unclear.
See,
try again.
Yeah. So let's ask it. With what's going on with me, is it my fibroids?
It cannot be determined at this time.
All right. Well, okay. Is it a tumor? Do I have a tumor? It could be benign.
Now is not the right time to tell you.
So it's not that. All right. So will I get contacted? Will I have a good weekend?
Everything points to yes.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Is there anything you want to ask it? You know, will there be peace in the Middle East?
You can rely on that.
There you go. Peace in the Middle East. I'm still working on this. I'm doing Dotism. We will be working on a different art piece tomorrow. I will be buying brushes tomorrow. Guaranteed it will be a brush work, and it will be something that we will have fun. And I'll be thinking of something here, what to do. I got these are my nice pins. They're my nicey ones. So I'll put that off to the side. So let's see what else to ask. Will I meet someone wonderful?
Everything points to no.
Oh, I'm not going to meet someone wonderful. Okay. All right. Let's smoke some more weed and ask it some crazy questions, you know? Oh, dang. There we go. I need to put some more weed in. Woohoo. We were making sample packets. And we get some people who eat our product, and you're not supposed to because it's not FDA approved of what we sell. Because when you get done putting clay into jars, you sometimes your nose and stuff, even though you're covered and you have like your respirator, you still get stuff around you. And I'm sitting there joking, going, "We got sniffer packs. Woohoo, we're all right." I was making Sarah laugh so hard because I was making the Southern imitations. And the thing is, you know, this is the only thing I can in the high blood pressure is less pre-baked food and more homemade stuff. That's the only thing I could come up with. I I got the opposite, and what sucks is I get low sugar, And when I get low sugar, I literally turn off. So I got to be careful. So yeah, I've been drinking more water, and oh yeah, I think that yeah, I'm going through. It is something of a pain in the ass. Ugh. Getting old sucks. But I'm trying to do it gracefully. Fuck it. Do it gracefully as possible. I got plastic surgery till I got a goatee, man. And even after that. Will next year be a better year health-wise for me?
Highly doubtful.
Oh crap. Oh, it is what it is. Will I have good health in 2026?
Yes, it is certain.
See? All right. Yeah. Well, Carrie, you do come and visit, you know, periodically. I don't know when your next visit's going to happen, but yeah, you know, I'm just going to be happy to have this room look Sudi Soto. Fuck, it just looks like something from a horror flick. I got to go over on that side and get all the cobwebs out. I got something you can't even see here. It's it it's part of a bed. I got a mattress here. Woo! Oh boy, I got it all going on, man. And I tell you, you know, it's like my ex had a bed that I got from my friend, and he crapped it up. He threw one part of the bed here and another one over there. I'm like, what the hell? He just, I just, ugh, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, we've gone over an hour. Oh, darn. Well, who all is here? You know, so yeah, I gotta take a shower, you know, get up at 4. So I hope everyone has a great time today. If you are in Pahrump, they're having their fall festival right now. So you might want to go bring the kids, have a good time, keep it safe, dress accordingly. It is look like a little bit of raindrops and stuff. So bring your umbrellas and stuff, and have a good time. And I hope to see Adelia again. Have a wonderful time. I love you guys. All right. Keep it safe. I am going to smoke more weed because I get real weird and I kind of talk to myself and I just sit there and just sometimes I'll do my art. And that's why I like smoking my weed and doing my art because I'll just sit and BS with myself. Like, God, I wonder if this will, well, I'll get this color. And I figured I would be able to talk to you and do this. I'm going to be doing a different art piece tomorrow. This will be set to the side so it will dry. I would like to work on different parts, but I could see why. And I wondered why the art piece took months and months is because of the fact you're doing dots and you have to let the dots dry and then you go over it again. So yeah, yeah. Good night. All right, I'm going. All right.